And where Jennifer Lopez stands with estranged husband Ben Affleck right now is sort of nowhere. As a source tells ET, she and ex-Ben have limited contact amid their divorce.
Ben and we broke up 3 days before our wedding. And we had like a big wedding plan, like 14 ushers and bridesmaids, and 3 days before, we just crumbled under the pressure.
Jennifer Lopez and Ben Affleck's divorce drama has gotten extremely chaotic to a point where the two can't even be in the same room anymore. Y'all, these two have gone from lovers to mortal enemies in a couple of months, and rumor has it it's all Jenny's fault. But get this, Ben is reportedly fed up with Jen that he is ready to move on to his next relationship even before their divorce has been finalized. Guys, join me today as we look into how yet another one of Jennifer Lopez's marriages is ending in complete chaos.
Yes.
In the middle of the ocean.
Right.
You look in the water.
That would give me so much anxiety. Go ahead.
Oh, this is about to give you more anxiety. You look in the ocean, you see two people floating.
Oh shit.
You can only pull up one because that's how much room you have on your raft. You look in the ocean, you see Ben Affleck, and you see Diddy. That's it!
So, unless you've been hiding under a rock, you already know that J.Lo and Ben's marriage has been on shaky ground for a long time. The divorce rumors have been swirling for so long that fans started thinking it was just a bunch of fake news. Every time a headline hinted at trouble in paradise, J.Lo would show up, insisting that things were totally fine. Case in point, on June 2nd, just a few months back, she and Ben were spotted at his son's basketball game, even embracing each other for all to see. Like, really, they were putting on a united front right in the middle of all these breakup rumors. And, of course, the Jenniffer fans were not having it. When anyone dared to suggest their fave couple was headed for divorce, they defended Jenny and Ben, saying there was zero evidence of any trouble. Sure, they hadn't been seen out in public as much, but as far as the world knew, Jenniffer was still going strong. But then in a shocking turn of events, Jenniffer gave us all a big reality check and showed us that everything wasn't as perfect as it seemed. Y'all, here's where all the drama really began. You see, as it turns out, Jenniffer wasn't just sitting around while the rumors swirled, she was biding her sweet time. And on August 20th, she finally decided to pull the ultimate power move on Ben and set the last phase of her plan in motion. According to TMZ, Jennifer Lopez walked right into the LA County Superior Court herself and filed for divorce from Ben. Yes, you heard that right. No high-profile lawyer in sight. She didn't send a rep. She did it all on her own. If that's not a clear "I'm done" statement, I don't know what is. But wait, because J.Lo decided to make the situation way more dramatic. You see, filing the divorce papers herself was already making waves, but J.Lo took things a step further by filing on a very same date of the anniversary of their wedding ceremony in Georgia back in 2022. Talk about making a statement. It's like she was saying this chapter is officially over, and she wanted the world to feel it. Honestly, you have to hand it to her. Jenniffer, she knows how to get the Who internet talking. Now fast forward to today, almost 4 months later, and Jenny might be rethinking the way she chooses to file for divorce. Because the divorce drama has started getting extremely messy. As we all know, it's pretty much standard for celebs and the super wealthy to protect themselves in marriage with a prenup, right? It's the go-to way to make sure they don't lose half their fortune if things go south. But shockingly, Ben and Jenniffer never bothered to get a prenup or any kind of financial agreement. And if you know anything about California law, you know that is a huge deal. Here's why. In California, where Ben and Jenny tied the knot, community property law says that if there's no prenup, the court can split everything down the middle. 50-50 is, including houses, bank accounts, retirement funds, and any debts. So all the wealth these two built up during their marriage, yep, they're looking at an even split. And trust me, there's a lot of money to divide. Now Jenny has been raking it in with her movie projects like Shotgun Wedding, The Mother, This Is Me, Now, and Atlas. Meanwhile, Ben's been busy too with films like Air, Hypnotic, and The Instigators. Plus, he just wrapped filming The Accountant too. All those paychecks, they're on the table to be split. Now, this is Jenniffer's 4th marriage, so you'd think she'd have a game plan by now, and it's Ben's 2nd too. So how did neither of them see this coming, especially given Jenny's track record? Well, according to TMZ, Jenniffer truly thought this marriage was forever, which is why they skipped any kind of prenup. Y'all, here is where this drama truly gets messy. And And get this, Jenny is walking away from her marriage without asking for spousal support, but I mean, she definitely doesn't need it. But the real kicker, she actually went out of her way to request that the judge deny Ben any chance of spousal support too. Now sure, he doesn't need it either, but let's be real. Jenniffer is taking that extra step to keep Ben's hands off her money. It's funny because just months ago, they were claiming they were still deeply in love, and the money drama doesn't stop there. Rumor has it that Jenniffer and Ben have been trying to work out a pleasant way to split their assets for months, but things have been anything but pleasant. Apparently, this whole conversation about who gets what has been so heated that they've reached a point where they're barely speaking at all. They've reportedly gone silent on each other more than once over this intense money showdown. It's like all those sweet public moments are a distant memory. Now it's all business, and the claws are out. Now, a source close to J.Lo stated the reason for J.Lo finally filing for divorce was that she had had enough. Jenniffer said she was tired of being humiliated by Ben, and she waited until the 2-year anniversary because she wanted to sting. But it did not sting him. He's been done for a long time, and deep down she knows this. He let her have this so that she wouldn't look like the villain. On the other hand, Ben has had enough of J.Lo and her drama that he is prepared to start seeing other people. Even though dating is currently not at the top of his priorities, it seems like Ben has gotten to the point where he believes anyone else is better than Jenniffer.
I have to defend Ben Affleck here because I am so tired of the media coming after him every single time and criticizing every single thing that he does.
Part of the reason Ben feels this way is because for a long while, Jenniffer had prioritized her work over her marriage so much during this time that she even moved to New York in April to focus on her Netflix movie Atlas. And when that was done, she stayed a while longer to prepare for the Met Gala, which she famously attended solo. The story at the time was that Ben couldn't make it because he was working on his upcoming movie, The Accountant 2, which, while being the truth, now we know there was much more going on behind the scenes. Now the drama doesn't end there, because while this was all going on, a source revealed to People magazine that things at the time were way worse between Jenniffer and Ben. This in turn led to more friction in the couple's day-to-day life. In Jenny's documentary, The Greatest Love Story Never Told, Ben even admitted that he always wanted a private relationship. But because of allegedly, around May, Jenniffer and Ben's extremely different personalities were causing more and more strain on their relationship. According to an anonymous source, Jenniffer wanted to put their relationship out in the open for the entire world to see. But Ben wanted a quiet and private marriage. The immense love he had for J.Lo, he was willing to compromise a bit of his marriage being shared with the world. Now, despite appearing on the documentary, the source revealed that Ben was extremely uncomfortable with the whole thing. Now, Ben did not want to stand in the way of Jenniffer's artistry. Ever since the day he met Jenny, he always admired her passion and hard work, and being in the limelight was just something that he had to deal with for her. Now, there is only so much compromising a person can do for their loved one, and J.Lo's constant demand for a public relationship seems to get to Ben because around the same time, a different source came out and said, they just have very different approaches when it comes to media attention. Ben hates all attention, and it makes him very uncomfortable. Jenniffer has always had a different approach. Even though he admires that about her, it doesn't make him happy and causes stress in his life and then in hers. There is no question their different styles clash. After a while, it causes tension in the relationship. He is more introspective and private. She likes to open her heart to her fans and to the world. This makes them considerably different, and it has been difficult in the day-to-day relationship. Anyways, as expected, as soon as news got out about the drama going on in Ben and Jenniffer's divorce, they had a lot of things to say. Ben must have seen her on those Diddy tapes and never looked at her the same again. If I was Ben, I wouldn't have any contact with her whatsoever until she realizes that she's the problem. Then she will continue getting the same failed outcomes with relationships, marriages. Leave them alone. Jenniffer doesn't want to be with him. He doesn't deserve her. Ben doesn't know what he wants. She is too much of a woman for him. He is very immature and does not want to commit. He only knows how to hurt women. It is better that she not have contact with him and find a good man for her. Anyways, what do y'all think about this mess that is Jenniffer and Ben's divorce? Did you imagine this is how things would end? Let me know your opinions in the comments down below, and don't go anywhere because this drama is far from over. She has karma with men and destroying her carer. Just be alone and move on.